After the extinction of the dinosaurs 65 million years ago, on land, animals diversified. Many new species came to be. Most of our information about what happens on land happens at higher latitudes, so at places that are not in the tropics. And the reason for that is because the forest in the tropics covers up the rocks, and that's why we don't have a really good idea of what's going on in the tropics, even though we want to know what's going on there, since most of the biodiversity on the planet today is in these very warm tropical environments. And so in the past, you'd think that would also be the case. The Cerrejón coal mine provides us with a unique opportunity to open the window into that past right after the extinction of the dinosaurs in South America. And what we see when we look through that window is the first evidence for the tropical rainforest, including many of the plants that we recognize in the tropics today. What was really incredible was that there were just bones everywhere. And you went out onto these large slopes that represented the slopes where they'd peeled back these huge seams of coal. And underneath those seams of coal, you could see pieces of bone absolutely everywhere. And these were bones of animals that had never been seen before. These were new to science. They were all new animals. So we went in and collected all the bones that we could see, pretty much. We collected, bones from this animal, and right away we started recognizing things like crocodiles and turtles and fish, things that were very easily recognizable. Along with that, we started to collect bones of an animal that we weren't sure what it was. We thought maybe they belonged to some of the crocodile relatives that we were picking up. Once we got those bones back to the lab, we unwrapped them many months later, and it turned out that they were the bones of the giant snake, Titanoboa cerronensis, the largest snake in the world, which literally at that time represented the largest predator on the planet for probably between 10 and 20 million years. This would have been an animal that, as it was slithering past you, would have slithered by just underneath your waist. And would have been somewhere in the 40 to 50 foot long range. And we didn't recognize them as snakes when we were collecting them initially because they were just so large. It would be like finding the bones of a mouse the size of an elephant. You wouldn't expect to see that. We think these reptiles became so large because it was much warmer in the past than it is today. And so that allowed these cold-blooded animals to become larger than what we see even in the warmest parts of the planet today.